Hello and welcome to Little Hive Crafts. Today we are going to see how to make this crochet vintage style purse with a lacy flap. This is made using cotton DK yarn 4-ply that goes well with a 3.5 mm hook. The finished size measures 7.5 inches by 4 inches. Let's begin. To follow this tutorial, you need to know the basics of how to make a slip knot, chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet and double crochet in US terms. We begin by making a slip knot. Insert your 3.5 mm hook, chain 5 and slip stitch to the first chain to form a loop. In round 1, we're going to start by making 3 chains and work 15 double crochet stitches into the center of the loop. Chain 3 counts as a stitch, followed by 15 double crochet stitches. So at the end of the round, we should have 16 double crochet stitches, and then we slip stitch to the top of chain 3 that we made in the beginning. So let's make 15 double crochet stitches. And including chain 3, we should have 16 in the end. At the end of the round, count your stitches and place your hook into the top of chain 3 made in the beginning. So find the third stitch over there, third chain, place your hook inside and make a slip stitch. We should have 16 stitches in the end. Now for round 2, we're going to start by chaining 4. Chain 4 and into the next stitch make a double crochet. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1 again, and we repeat this pattern. 1 double crochet into each stitch followed by a chain 1. At the end of this round, we should have 16 double crochet stitches with 16 chain 1 spaces in between. When you finish the round with a chain 1, slip stitch into the third chain from chain 4 that you made in the beginning. So remember, we chained 4 in the beginning. We have to find the third chain and slip stitch into that. In round 3, we're going to make some V-shaped stitches. So to begin, we're going to simply slip stitch into the space adjacent to the hook. And from there, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. And we're going to make 1 double crochet stitch into the same space below. 1 double crochet stitch. And now into the next space we're going to crochet 1 double crochet stitch, chain 1, 1 double crochet again, all in the same space. Again into the next space we're going to make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same space. So if you look at it, these stitches have a V shape to them. We're going to simply continue this pattern and go into each space around and make 1 double crochet stitch, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same space. And we keep doing that and come back. So I just finished my last V-stitch and now I'm ready to slip stitch into the third chain of the chain 4 that we made at the beginning. So in this round again, we did chain 4 in the beginning and now we're going to simply slip stitch in the third chain. For round 4, enter the chain 1 space next to where the hook is and simply make a slip stitch. So chain 1 space is the space in between the 2 double crochet stitches that you made in the previous round. Then chain 3 and make 2 double crochet stitches in the same space. Make a chain 1 and now go into the next V space. So we enter the next V space, and into that V space we're going to make 3 double crochet stitches followed by a chain 1. That's my third double crochet, and now I make 1 chain and I repeat this pattern. Enter the next V space with the chain 1 space, and into that V space we're going to do 3 double crochet stitches followed by chain 1. That's the third one, and chain 1, and we're going to follow this all through the round. At the end of this round, you should have made 48 stitches, including the chain 3 made in the beginning. I have slip stitched into the top of the 3 chains. For the next round, which is round 5, we're going to do a single crochet stitch into the next stitch, which is actually in the middle of the 3 DC that we made. So single crochet followed by chain 4. Go into the center of the next 3 double crochet stitch, make another single crochet and chain 4. We go into the next set of 3 DC, take the center double crochet, make a single crochet into that followed by chain 4. And we're going to repeat this all through the round. So go into the second DC, which is the center of the 3 DC, make a single crochet followed by chain 4, and we're simply going to repeat this all around, where we will actually be creating some loops that we will be working into like this. So we're almost at the end of this round. I'm doing my last set of 4 chains, single crochet in the middle of the next 3 DC. Sorry, this is the last set. Chain 4 again, 1 2 3 4, and now I'm going to slip stitch into the single crochet that I made in the beginning of this round. Slip stitch to close this round. So here we have made 16 loops in this round. For round 6, we're simply going to enter this loop space and make a half double crochet. Yarn over, enter with your hook, pull up yarn. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. We're going to make 4 more such half double crochet stitches into the same loop. We're stitching around the loop, remember? And there we have made 5 half double crochet stitches. Now we're going to enter the single crochet that we made in the previous round and make another single crochet. Enter the next loop space, make 5 half double crochet stitches, 1 2, you've made 5, and make a single crochet into the single crochet of the previous round. So we're going to repeat this pattern, 5 half double crochet stitches into the loop followed by a single crochet stitch into the single crochet made in the previous round. So enter the single crochet and make another single crochet. That's how this is going to look, and we're going to finish this round with the last set of 5 half double crochet stitches. And now we're going to do a single crochet into the last single crochet over there, and we're going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we made in this round. At the end of this round, this is how our mandala like flap on top looks. Round 7 is going to be a slightly different one. We're going to slip stitch into the next 2 half double crochet stitches. So we are placed in the center of the 5 HTC. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to make 6 chains, and then we're going to skip the next 5 stitches. So don't count the one under the chains. From the next one, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch, make a single crochet. We chain 6 again, skip the next 5 stitches below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch, make a single crochet. Chain 6 again, 4, 5, 6, skip the next 5 stitches below, and into the 6th stitch, make a single crochet. As you can see, we have been creating these loops once again, but we're going to do only 7 loops in total. Remember, this round is going to be a little incomplete in the sense we are only going to make 7 loops in total. At the end of this round, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and into the loop space we're going to make 7 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, that's my 3rd double crochet, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 double crochet stitches into the first loop, and there into the next single crochet I'm going to do a slip stitch. So let's do a slip stitch, and we go into the next loop space, and once again we're going to do 7 double crochet stitches followed by a slip stitch into the single crochet. So that's my last one. Now I'm going to make a slip stitch into the single crochet. I've made 2 such petals, and into the next loop again we're going to do 7 double crochet followed by a slip stitch in the single crochet. So please be mindful about this. We just made 3 of those, and now into the 4th loop space over there we're going to create a buttonhole. So we're going to make 3 double crochet stitches, and then we're going to chain 2, which will create a space, and we're going to make 3 more double crochet stitches in the same loop. So this gives us a little hole in the middle which can be used to button our purse. And now we're going to again do a slip stitch into the next single crochet stitch, and in the next loop space 7 double crochet followed by a slip stitch in the single crochet space, and repeat the 7 double crochet and slip stitch in the next 2 loop spaces as well. So when we finish, this is how it's going to look. We've made 7 such waves or curves, whatever you want to call it, with a central hole, and now we're good to cut the yarn, fasten the end and trim. Now to make the body of the purse, we're going to start by chaining 32. So chain 32, and into the 3rd chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, we're going to make 1 double crochet stitch. So a double crochet in the 3rd chain, and into the next chain another double crochet, and we repeat this all along the chain. 1 double crochet stitch into each chain loop. At the end of this round we should have 30 double crochet stitches. For your second row, simply chain 2 and turn the work around. So chain 2 and turn your work, and into the same stitch, the last stitch over there, we're going to make 1 double crochet. Chain 2 is considered as a turning chain and it does not count in your final count of stitches. We're just going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch across, maintaining the stitch count of 30 stitches. Don't forget to crochet into the last stitch over there. 1 double crochet, and at the end I should have 30 double crochet stitches. I actually forgot to tell you right at the end of the first row is to measure if the width matches the width of the widest part of the top of your purse. So here's the flap which is going to come on top. Check if the widest part of this flap from end to end is the same as the double crochet row that you're making here. So the body of the purse should match the widest part of the top of the purse. If not, then it's good to go back and increase the length of your chain and your double crochet stitches will automatically match. Now we finished 2 rows of double crochet stitches. We're simply going to continue this until we have 16 rows of double crochet stitches. I apologize for not warning you about the width earlier, but if you followed the same instructions, it should match. Here we have made 16 rows of double crochet stitches, and now at the end you're going to chain 1, turn your work and make 1 slip stitch into each stitch across. So there you enter each double crochet stitch and make 1 slip stitch. The stitch count should still remain 30. Because you're simply making 1 slip stitch into each of the 30 stitches. That's how it should look. Now you're going to turn your work upside down so that the slip stitch side is at the bottom and it faces outwards. Now to attach the flap to the top of the body, we're going to place it like this. Only the half double crochet curves that we made in round 6 is going to sit on the body of the purse, and we're going to make simple stitches all across so that the flap gets attached to the body. This is how we're going to do it. Just take a needle and thread, a long thread, and simply make small running stitches across, attaching the flap to the body of the purse. The 7 waves or curves that we made at the end of the flap round, the end of round 8, are going to lie over and above. And now we have to attach the top edge to the center of the flap. So just imagine if there's a line running across the center of the flap. We're simply going to make running stitches again, attaching the top edge of the body of the purse, running through the center of the flap, and this is how it will look. There, that's the back of your purse. Now take the bottom edge of the purse where we did slip stitches and place it against the top edge and simply stitch the sides together. So you can take your hook, enter through both sides, front and back, and do single crochet stitches along the sides. There isn't any particular count here, but when you single crochet stitch across the side, you should get roughly about 16 to 18 stitches. I got 17 stitches in the end, and then you can just cut the yarn, weave in the tail ends and trim, and repeat the same thing on the other side. Stitch the other 2 sides together, front and back, through single crochet stitches again. And at the end, this is how your purse should look. I hope you enjoyed making it. Because it's made with cotton, it's quite stiff, and there's no need to add any cardboard shape or anything inside, for me at least. You can sew a button on and you're good to go. Please do subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below if you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching.